What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. Name three national U.S. holidays: Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Martin Luther King Day, Juneteenth, Labor Day, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day. What is Independence Day? A holiday to celebrate U.S. independence from Britain. The nation's first motto was E Pluribus Unum. What does that mean? Out of many, one. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there is one star for each state. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because the stripes represent the 13 original colonies. What is the Statue of Liberty? Harbor, New York. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Name one example of an American innovation. The airplane. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Apache, Cherokee. Name one U.S. military conflict. The September 11. Name one U.S. military conflict. The September 11, 2001 attacks. After. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. Global war on terror. One major event happened on September 11, 2001. Terrorists attacked the U.S. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. What did the civil rights movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. Why did the United States enter Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. During Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? The Soviet Union. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. General during World War II. Why did the United States enter World War II? Bombing of Pearl Harbor. Who was the president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. When did the Great Depression start? Stock market crash of 1929. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. When did all women get the right to vote? 1920, after World War I. Why did the United States enter World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I, World War II. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Lucy Stone. When did all men get the right to vote after the Civil War? What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Emancipation Proclamation. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country, first president of the United States. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. Inventor. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Alexander Hamilton, James Madison. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. There were 13 original states. Name 5. South Carolina, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Georgia, Virginia. The American Revolution had many important events. Name 1. Declaration of Independence. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Name 1 reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? American Revolution. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians, Native Americans. The colonies came to America for many reasons. Name 1. Freedom. It is important for all men aged 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name 1 reason why. Required by the law. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote. Pay taxes. What are 2 examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote. Run for office. How can people become United States citizens? Be born in the United States under the conditions set by the 14th Amendment. Naturalize. Name 2 promises that new citizens make in the oath of alliance. Give up loyalty to other countries. Defend the U.S. Constitution. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Alliance? The flag, the United States, the country or country. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly. Who can vote in the federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? Citizens. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 years old or older can vote. What is the capital of your state? Tallahassee. Who is the governor of your state now? Ron DeSantis. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? It states that the powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? It states that the powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? It states that the powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. Name 1 power that is only for the states. Give a driver's license. Name 1 power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John G. Roberts Jr. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. What are 2 cabinet levels positions? Vice President, Attorney General. What are 2 cabinet level positions? Vice President, Attorney General. What does the cabinet president do? Advises the president. The executive branch, The executive branch has many parts. Name 1. President. Who appoints federal judges? The president. The president. Sigamos. Who appoints federal judges? The president. Who vetoes bills? The president. Who signs bills to become laws? The president. Who is commander in chief of the U.S. military? The president. Name one power of the president vetoes bills. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. What is the name of the vice president of the United States now? J.D. Vance. What is the name of the president of the United States now? Donald John Trump. The president of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment to keep the president from becoming too powerful. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because of the state's population. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their district. Who elects U.S. senators? Citizens from their state. Who does a U.S. senator represent? Citizens of their state. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Name your U.S. representative. Darren Soto. What does each state have 2 senators? For equal representation. How many senators does each state have? 2. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. U.S. representatives serve 2 years. U.S. senators serve 6 years. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? 2 years. How many members are in the House of Representatives? 435. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Rick Scott, Ashley Moody. How long is a term for a U.S. senator? 6 years. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Writes laws. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. What part of the federal government writes laws? The Congress. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. Name the 3 branches of government: executive, legislative, judicial. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Separation of powers. Many documents influenced the U.S. Constitution. Name one. The Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence. Many documents influence the U.S. Constitution. Name one. The Declaration of Independence. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. No one is above the law. What is the economic system of the United States? Capitalism. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. Name 2 important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality and liberty. Name 2 important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality and liberty. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says America is free from British control. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic.